Griffith, a rural town an 8-hour drive inland from Sydney, might not sound like a particularly multicultural place. But in fact, 28% of people here were born outside Australia, exactly the same proportion as for Australia as a whole. And they're easy enough to find. Working at a garage on the outskirts of town, Rodolfo McLennan is one of 3 Filipinos.
For now, I like Griffith. I like my job here. And for the cost of living is so cheaper than the city.
But McLennan's company couldn't find people with his skills in Australia. His boss is also from the Philippines. Visa rules required him to work in rural Australia for at least 2 years before he could move to one of the country's big cities.
Regional areas here in Australia are not like regional areas in the Philippines where you have nothing, but here you have everything you need.
Like the garage, the local hospital relies on immigrants to staff it. Just one of its 16 doctors is Australian-born.
At present, I think most of the regional towns or the country towns are manned by overseas doctors. Most of them.
Immigration adds 1.1% to Australia's population every year, more than the birth rate and rising life expectancy combined. As a percentage of the population as a whole, only Switzerland and Norway take more immigrants among countries belonging to the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development. When immigration to Australia is generally in the news, the stories are about those the country stops from coming in, asylum seekers. But immigration here is actually pretty high. A recent government report projected Australia's population would nearly double to about 40 million in 40 years. Many argue, though, that that figure is still too low for a country of Australia's size. Gurnam Singh runs food production businesses near Griffith. He went to Turkey to find a beekeeper for his $1 million honey business, to India for fruit-growing managers. Foreigners do most of the fruit picking too, but Singh needs more.
I just like it good workers. Anybody's good workers, any state, any country, I like to my works done.
Even with one of the world's highest immigration rates, Australia is still one of the least densely populated countries. For that to change, immigration would need to get a lot higher still. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Griffith.